Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Spirit in You. My name is Debbie and welcome to your March 2019 general reading. And here I am shuffling away. I'm just going to have a shuffle and then I'm using the Wild Unknown deck. Going to have a shuffle and then I'm going to choose 8 cards and I'll probably just take them from the top as I'm shuffling away. So Sagittarius, I hope this month finds you well. I hope you're feeling extremely optimistic, raring to go and ready to take on any challenges that come your way with all of your spirit and vigour. The first one that's come out, we'll just have that one because it's come out, Daughter of Swords. So I'll place that one down. And then I like these cards. I've been practicing my casino shuffle, but I'm not going to put you through the pain of it because I just cannot do it. How do people do that? How do they split them, do that and then do that? They do, don't they? So here we are. I'm stopping now. Okay, so the second card is Father of Swords. Oh, that's the Daughter of Swords and the Father of Swords. The next one is the 8 of Cups. Let's just place them down. Then you've got the Magician. So 8 cards for the span of the month. Father of Cups, yes. Ace of Wands, very nice. 10 of Pentacles and Son of Swords. Lovely. Angel card as well. I thought, well, we'll have an angel card for the end of the reading and to see how the energies span for the month. So we're going to have the energies of the cards and then an angel card to, we'll have that one. And that says, you're a leader. Well, that figures, doesn't it? Okay, let's start the reading with the Daughter of Swords. Right, now straight away, this would draw me to, in terms of energy now, would be drawing me to the idea of you start off the month with an eye for detail, okay? An eye for detail, attention to detail. It's almost like, you know when people say, hey, don't sweat the small stuff. No, you don't need to, but this card, this energy would say to you, you may have some studying to do. You may have something at work. You may have something even in a relationship that needs you to concentrate, needs you to look at the detail. This particular card makes me feel like you need to be dotting the I's and crossing the T's where necessary. It does also draw my attention to some of you being particularly good on the administrative level. Some of you are in the workplace and you're just really good at getting the detail done. If somebody gives you something, you can say, oh, give that to me, I'll proofread it. Or it's that kind of element. So when this particular card comes through at the beginning of the month, it's saying to you, pay attention to the detail of things that are needed. If it's anything written, particularly, anything written, sort of emails or letters or coursework or anything that requires detail, I'm getting that quite strongly, just read it again, make sure of it. The other aspect is that you will naturally be able to do this. This is a flair that you have. It's something that you do very well. I like the sword here because when I think of you in terms of your personality and the way that you do things, I always think of this sword element. Even though swords do represent communication, you're very good at that. It always feels to me with you as an energy. So I know that this is you keeping things level. This is you keeping calm as well, by the way. It's you starting off the month with a very level head, a very level energy, and moving forward in March thinking, right, okay, any detail, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's the written word, even if it's spoken, or even if it's a physical thing that you've got to do, you'll just be paying attention to the finer detail. That's what this feels like. There is a daughter here, so we will heed that it might be that you've got a daughter around you at the moment that maybe you're having to spend a bit more time with and show her the detail of life and talk things through with her. Could be that younger person. You could be working with somebody as well that's younger than you that needs your input, needs your advice, needs your help, needs you to show them how to do things. It needs you to say, look, it's better that we do it this way. If we do it this way, it kind of gets things done very smoothly and easily and we don't make mistakes. Okay, So that's how that feels. So that was the daughter, and then we got the Father of Swords. So family feel going on here. This card. This has a very different feel. It is the sword family, so there's a mental element to it, but I'm getting the swords for energy for you, the way that it feels for me, my personal interpretation. Of course, it's open to whatever you may feel that is right for you, but as it kind of comes through for me, this is I'm giving you how I'm feeling about this, and that's how the swords definitely make me feel with you. This Father of Swords, for instance, is somebody very entrepreneurial. That's what I'm getting. Somebody with real flair, somebody who's able to run the show, run the business, run the relationship, stand in front of people and communicate their ideas with vigour, with passion, because I get that with the sword with you, with passion, and there's also an intellect here. This is somebody who knows their stuff. This is somebody who knows their profession. This is somebody who knows their relationship and knows the relationship of the workplace and what it takes to make it all go smoothly. Again, tying in with the daughter here, what detail is needed? The Father of Swords will say, I know this detail. There's a level of maturity here, and a level of maturity that is needed in order to put across all your thoughts and your feelings and your plans, your goals, your desires, your dreams, how you expect things to progress. So lots of detail. There's a form of wisdom here. There's a form of knowledge. This person, very likely you yourself, really does know what is needed in this situation. And it doesn't matter what it is. It'll be whatever is happening to you in your day-to-day life. You will know what to do, and this will be done with flair and with an entrepreneurial stance to it. Energy to it's a better word. Energy to it. Very nice. That's kind of like the first week, Sagittarius. And then you get the Eight of Cups here. Now the Eight of Cups mean emotions, so we'll take that, emotions. What I'm getting with this card is strength. I'm getting strength of character. I'm getting strength of ability. I'm getting wisdom and knowledge. So when these cups come along here, this card makes me feel like this is you moving through a situation. It could be that some of you have been hurt in the past, or that you're going through a situation now which has challenged you. And what you're doing is you're using your inner strength and your inner wisdom and your inner know-how to move through it and literally to go round the corner. Sometimes we have to go head to head in a situation. Sometimes we have to go toe to toe in a situation. Sometimes we have to go through pain to come out the other side. We have to learn a lesson. We have to know that with pain, often is an answer, often is a revelation, is a way of revealing something. This is you surrendering to the what has been, but moving forward, moving around the corner to pastures green, to pastures new, to better things. Now, not all of the cups indicate anything bad. What they're saying here is you have learnt. You have learnt. If you go through your life feeling victimized by every situation that comes your way, you can't move on. That mountain then becomes a mountain that you can't climb, something you can't surpass, something you can't get over, something you can't get through, something you can't, get yourself through to the other side of. This card and the way that this feels with these cards that are kind of coming up, and I can feel the energy, by the way, particularly the one that's on the end that's coming up here, is you being able to move around the corner and just know that everything changes and nothing stays the same. This is an ability to use your experience and your inner strength to take from a situation what you need, leave behind anything that's no good, the debris gone, and move on to something much brighter and better. Okay, so nothing stays the same, and this is your ability to realise that. So spilt milk is spilt milk, isn't it? We move on. And then sort of second weekish, you get the Magician, and I could feel that card kind of wanting to come out well before the Eight of Cups. And when you get the Magician, this is you really knowing your stuff. It ties in really well with the Father of Swords here. You just know what you're doing. You have the ability. This card is if you doubt yourself for a moment it would be pretty pointless because you've got all your bases covered. When the magician comes in, he is the magician. He performs magic. He is able to make something out of nothing. He can create a situation. He can make bad good. He can make the darkness become lightness, which is what I'm kind of getting with this card here. There's darkness, but around the corner is the lightness. So the magician is saying to you, well done for having all of your bases covered, and know that you've got the answers to anything that comes your way this month. Anything. So you are able to use the knowledge you've got intellectually, the knowledge you have in your heart from what you've learned along the way, and the passion that you've got in your belly, the bit that drives you, that instinctive bit, that gut, that intuition. Know that you've got all of that. Know that you've got all of the elements. So for some of you, you could be working in the elements and you know how to move the work forward. For some of you, you're in an office and you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but you know how to make that all happen. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what environment you're in, how your day-to-day life moves for you, what's going on in it. The magician is saying, you've got this. You've got this. Know that you have. So it's a very strong card to keep you buoyant and to keep the momentum going. So you'll be firing on all 4 cylinders, and there isn't any way that that is going to fade. You are just coming from the front, leading from the front is what you're getting. And then sort of third week, you've got here the Father of Cups. Cups mean emotions, which is what we had with the 8 here, emotions. This could be as well, for some of you now, this could be your own ability to be able to tap into the emotional side of you when it is needed, when it's called upon. So you could be at work where your diplomacy is needed, that tact is needed, where you tap into the emotional aspect, you know, to the heart space, where you come out of the obvious, the intellect. Well, we do it this way, don't we? And you think from your heart. How does this feel? Would it be better if I sort of came from my heart perspective to approach the situation? It's a form of you distancing yourself from a situation, but adding enough tact, diplomacy and love so that you can ease the situation. It could also be that there may be somebody that's around you that's a Scorpio, for instance, or the month of November might be relevant in some way for some of you. So if it's a Scorpio person around you, it will be bringing in their intensity into the relationship at work or in your personal life. But it feels rather nice. It feels as if that you will be able to make everything work really well. You'll kind of be swimming together with ideas is what I'm getting. And if it is just you and the way that you have to approach the situation, the card would say to you, use the energy from your heart, use that perspective to look at the situation. If it needs you to use your tact, then how about you come from your heart, just so you can see another person's perspective. That's kind of what I'm getting, Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3, third week. You've got the Ace of Wands. Well, this is you, isn't it? This is you just flying off and doing your thing. Yeah, wands, energy, passion, desire, goals, flying off. Off you go, full steam ahead. This is whatever you do this month, it's going to be fruitful. It's going to come to fruition. It's got a very nice energy to it. It's packed with ideas. It's packed with insight, illumination, fire and energy. So when you get something like this coming through, it's telling you that something new is coming in. There's an idea, there's an energy, there's a passion, there's a drive, there's something positive coming through. Now, it could be around the work aspect because it's a wand, but it could be that you're just that passionate about what you're doing and the relationship that you're in, that it feels incredible and things are opening up. New ideas are coming in. They're coming in and you're not sure how they're coming in, but they're coming in. You feel full and filled with enthusiasm and ideas and something very special coming in. Now, this is going to make you feel really good. It could be that it's evolved round, maybe there's a money element to it because there's so much passion, or it could be that it's a relationship because there's so much passion, just your own energy really propelling forward. So you achieving something this month. The direction that you're headed in is so strong that you can't go wrong. That's what it feels like. You cannot go wrong, and you're getting some help. So this is divinely divinely inspired is the word I want to use. Very nice. Do you know what these cards, this energy feels like it wants to bounce off the table here. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm going to have to bring it across to the Ace here because they're sitting together. This is finances. Okay, so we definitely have the passion going on here, and now we've got the money going on. Money is looking fabulous. Things are coming together. Now, for some of you, it could be that you've created this situation. You've worked very hard, and the money is there now. And for others, it could be that something comes in, you know, like somebody's won a competition, for instance, and it's financially based. The competition has given them a windfall. They've won some money, or some money's coming in. And that's what it feels like. It's got a real movement to it. It's got such an energy. And for some of you, it's going to be so needed right now. And then for others, it's that you've worked that hard that your boss has recognised it, that your partner's recognised it, that, you know, the investment you made has earned itself some more interest. It feels like that. So money, very good. And there's you know, we don't complete anything, and I'm a firm believer of that we're on a journey and it's a cycle, and we just continuously evolve and we grow, and we do. But this has a base to it, that something is coming through. Not that it's final, but it's feeling very good. There's a completeness to it, is the word I want to use. It feels complete. It's very welcome, and it's very encouraging. How nice is that? So that's kind of like the first, second, and we're going into the third week here. I'm just getting the card out, which is the Son of Swords. Now, again, we've got this sword feel and this Sagittarian strong feel, because this card always speaks to me of just Sagittarius all on its own. You know, I could just do a reading with the card because it's that strong for you. My interpretation, of course. So here we go again. Swords, you, energy, going off, doing your thing. You start off, you've got the Daughter of Swords, the Father of Swords, and the Son of Swords. So this element of your ability to communicate and to drive your point forward, to drive your opinion. I mean, when I say drive, I don't mean in a dogmatic way. I mean in a very communicative way, in a passionate way. This is you, literally, you're flying off with your ideas and you're just telling it how it is. There's such a clarity here and such a wiseness to this, and such an ability to get to the points. Those dotting the I's, crossing the T's, delivering what you need to deliver. You're coming in with, you've got an energy that's almost, that's so pragmatic, so energetic, that people are almost like, wow, no wonder we took her on, no wonder we took him on, no wonder we've done this, no wonder they you know, they're the top of the tree, top of their game. Look what they've brought in now. I'm getting energy. I'm getting you getting straight to the point of what is needed, and people being very, very pleased with it. It feels like it's like you're climbing a mountain and you've got to the very peak. You've got to the top, and it's the journey up the mountain. It's the way that you delivered what you delivered. It's the way that you travelled up that mountain, and it's the effort that you put into it. There's an element here as well of this kind of philosophizing aspect. Somebody's going to be talking to other people and projecting their point across, almost in a meeting, as I'm feeling it, and just directing a few people and saying, this is my passion, this is my view, this is my vision, this is where I see us going, and we will be victorious if we do it this way. This plan will go really well if we implement the structure the way that I see it, and I'm coming from my heart as well as my head. I'm linking my understanding and the way I feel about this. So you are coming from a very good place. The whole of this spread shows the way that the energy is moving is that you are going to have an incredibly good month. Now, some of you have got some really good news coming in. You've got the money aspect coming in. You've got the wands, the ace, which is opportunity, opportunity, and opportunity again. And I'm getting that because I'm just feeling, I'm feeling doors opening and lights being shone. So it could be that some of you are actually just stepping onto a stage as well. There's cameras, there's stuff going on. It's limelight, it's recognition, it's you doing really well. It's going to be a very exciting month from the way that these energies feel. And then, of course, we got the you're a leader card. Well, that kind of wraps it up, doesn't it, and sums it up. Again, energy, and look at this, it's just pure energy. It's driven, and to say that you're a leader is probably an understatement of the way this is going, because this card looks down at the Magician, which shows that you just lead. You lead from every angle, every base, and you lead from a very positive stance. So believe in yourself 100% this month, because the energies are very strong. And you know that I know that with this talk that, now I'm not going to say what I was going to say because it just isn't relevant. For you, there is only one way that you can go, and that is forward. You can't listen to anything else, and you can't do anything else. You are to believe in yourself and believe and propel yourself forward. I don't believe that the energies during the course of March will allow you to be stagnant in any way. You will feel yourself just going. You'll just want to keep going. You're going to feel very driven this month, and it will be for all of the things that are important to you on whatever level that might be, Sagittarius, but it will be very important. And you're coming from such a heartfelt place, so there's an inner wisdom and an inner knowledge and an inner knowing. You're coming from your heart, and you're also coming from your head. So that intellectual, well, I know it because I've studied it, I know it because I know it, and I'm saying it because I feel it, and I'm coming from a really good place. And that's what you're going to do this month. So more power to your elbow. Just go forth and just be you, Sagittarius, because you are a leader. No two ways about it. Create this magic that the Magician says that you have inside of you. Way. So that is beautiful for you. Well, Sagittarius, certainly looks like you've got an exciting, passionate month coming up. I hope that you enjoy every moment of it. If you have liked this video, it would be great if you did like it, and it would be lovely if you subscribed. Have yourself a wonderful month. In the meantime, just make the most of it, and I will see you in April. Thank you very, very much for watching. Bye, Sagittarius. I hope it's a good one. Bye.